Devon Taylor, Devon Taylor, Devon Taylor, Devon Taylor podcast. Devon Taylor, Devon Taylor, Devon Taylor podcast. Hi guys, welcome to another episode. I am here, Devon Taylor, and I am bringing you guys something new. Yay! Yeah, I thought I would do something different because we've had a lot of interviews on the show and we've had a lot of people in their perspectives. So I thought I would do an episode where I gave a little bit more of my perspective, especially with everything that's going on. And one of my favorite ways to do that is to share a bunch of TikTok videos with you guys because I feel like TikTok is probably the most uncensored source of news that we have in today's world. And that's crazy to even be saying right now. But it is. It's giving us perspectives from all over. It's giving us perspectives that are from both sides. And I just thought it would be interesting to dabble in it a little bit and give you guys a little bit of a fresh take on what's going on and what my opinions are about it. I do sit right in the middle of it all because to me, I wouldn't say that I'm a Democrat. I wouldn't say that I'm a Republican. I would say that I'm a free thinker. And I think a lot of people are waking up and becoming more and more free thinkers. And so this video is just dedicated to all of us that are waking up, all of us that are finally seeing the writings on the wall and are brave enough to do something about it. So I kind of just wanted to go through these videos a little bit. I've got my snacks, got my little gummy stacks, I got my little drinky drink so that we can make this fun time and I can, snack while I watch. But they're gonna, videos are gonna range from all over, mostly about what's going on in America and how everyone's kind of reacting to the new administration. Whether you stand on the Republican side or the Democrat side, this isn't like a video for either or. That, like I said, this is a video for free thinkers. So if you're a free thinker, I would say just be open to what you guys are hearing. And in the words of my favorite drag queen, Miss Nina Bunina Brown, it's late, y'all. It is a 9:18, and I have been trying to record this video all night. I'm not even sure if this time it's going to work, but we're going to try to do it because my soul is telling me, keep trying, Devon, because the people need content. So that's what I'm going to try to give you today, some content. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, it's going to be a little different than what I normally do with the interviews. We're going to take a little break from that. We do have an interview coming up, but we're going to take a little break from that and just, kind of get Mawa's opinion. Okay, so without further ado, let me share my screen. Let me see if I can get it up here now. Let's see. I know I have it. Devon Taylor author. There we go. Share. Now, can I do it where I am sharing myself too? Or are you guys just seeing my screen? Oh, no, you see me too. Cool, this is awesome. Okay, like I said, I compiled some videos, so we're going to just go through those videos. Let me get to it right now. Favorites. All right, so we're going to start off. Where should we start off? I like her. So we're going to start off with her because I really liked what she was saying. So let's start off with her video, okay? Oh, no, wrong one. This one, hello.
I'm not the same person from last year. I'm actually worse, bitch. Do the shit that you did last year this year. I double dog, triple dog dare you. Do that shit that you did last year this year. Do it. Do it. Do it, then, bitch. Do it. I triple, dipple, double dipple dog dare you. Do it. I can't wait to show you the new person I became. I can't wait to show you the new person that I have became. I just really want y'all to know last year was the last year y'all could ever play with me. Ever. Ever. So, try me. Try me. And I promise you, when I tell you it's strict as fuck over here now. Try me. Try me. Try me. Yeah, bitch. Just try me. Try me. And I mean that for my soul. Do it. Just do it. Do it.
She's doing a lot of cussing. I think she just really puts into perspective how people are truly feeling right now. There's just a lot of divide. There's a lot of like, I don't know how to say. There's a lot of divide and there's a lot of tension in the air, and everyone is feeling it. And so I concur with her. Like, it's a lot going on, and nobody wants to be pressed in times right now when there's so much going on that you're not even sure if you can buy groceries the same. Like, I'm not. I'm sure this isn't everyone's struggle, but like, there are a lot of people that are struggling out here to buy groceries, to make ends meet, to live. It's tight over here, so I can't complain. I can't say that it's not. But just hearing her perspective of how tired she is, like, yeah, it's just the tensions are so up right now. I just thought that was a funny video to start with. Before we get into like well, no, actually, we can get into the American thing because I think this lady ties into it, and then I want to go to him, okay? Because he's going to talk about some stuff that's kind of scary. So let's go to her.
Let's go ahead and catch up to what's been going on in the world. First things first, you need to get your Experian credit report and your Equifax credit report because the CFPB is suing their ass because they have not been doing their parts. So if you need something to speed up your credit report, now is the time to do it. Let's get it together. Two, we all need to catch up on the fact of that these trades and stocks, something about a dividend, okay? And these meme coins. Baby, we have so much to do. We have to keep up. I'm just here to give y'all a rundown on what you need to pay attention to about these 3 or 4 things so far. Next thing, you need a cold wallet because a hot wallet is supposedly the world and the internet.
Have any of you guys heard about a cold and hot wallet before? The reason why I wanted to play this was because I've never heard of that concept before this video, and now I'm worried about all of my like Bitcoin, any of my crypto, anything that I have that's not in my bank. I'm like worried about because I had no idea that you even had to have one or yeah, yeah. So let her go.
Like ownership over like your money, your crypto. So you need a cold wallet so you can keep it safe. They like $80 online, so make sure you get that too. Then, child, we gotta get our YouTube channels and our podcast going because of the fact that a lot of the monetization for the future is in those platforms. Child, and then we gotta learn the Pinterest affiliate program because Shorty's is making 20 bands off of just that alone. Now, I promise you I'm going to stay on Money Talk. So please believe I'm going to keep y'all updated. And as I'm telling y'all this, just know it's getting done over here.
See, I love that there are people that are on TikTok that are doing specific things to help other people. Like she's talking about money talk or money TikTok. And like her whole thing is like just raising awareness about people, money, and so forth, and how you should be protecting your money and having a cold wallet, which she said is about $80. I had no idea. It's probably something that we should all be looking to get into if you have crypto or any of that kind of money, just so that you can protect it. Because, like she said, the internet literally has domain over your money, which is crazy to me, but it's the world we live in. Is it really that crazy? All right, so this next guy, he's going to talk about something that Trump banned in the U.S. Air Force, which is Black history being taught, which I thought was super interesting. That's an interesting thing to ban. But let's hear what he has to say.
Donald Trump has just erased Black history from the U.S. Air Force, banning the teaching about the Tuskegee Airmen, a famous group of African American pilots and other support teams who helped fight the Nazis in Europe in World War II. And now the Air Force has to remove them from the curriculum because Trump's new orders against diversity say we can't teach.
Instead of no.
Donald Trump has just erased Black history from the U.S. Air Force, banning the teaching about the Tuskegee Airmen, a famous group of African American pilots and other support teams who helped fight the Nazis in Europe in World War II. And now the Air Force has to remove them from the curriculum because Trump's new orders against diversity say we can't teach that to our soldiers because it's bad for them. But you know what?
And my question is that even something that can be possible? Like, can he ban Black history from the Air Force? Is that something that is like, correct me if I'm wrong. Please leave a comment.
Teach you about it, and I will. So before World War II, the military was segregated, right? Blacks and whites could not fight alongside each other. Specifically, blacks were also not allowed to be pilots because, listen to this, the Air Force had determined, the Army War College actually had determined that African Americans lacked the courage and fortitude to fly planes, right?
That doesn't even sound right. That doesn't even sound right. Like, the Black people lack the courage and the fortitude. I'm telling you, the past was on some stuff, and to even think that we're in a place where we could return to some of what happened in the past is a little scary, y'all.
Well, listen to this. The all-black 332nd Fighter Group, based at Tuskegee Army Airfield in Alabama, shattered the race barrier. The unit had as many as 14,000 airmen, 1,000 of them pilots. They flew 15,533 sorties, so in other words, like air attacks, over Europe during World War II. 96 distinguished flying crosses, 3 presidential unit citations, etc. These were famous Americans. They were the greatest generation. They were our World War II heroes, and they were black. And now you will never hear about them.
Wow.
The U.S. military because Donald Trump just erased them from history. And by the way, final point here for anybody who says what the difference is between Democrats and Republicans on race and how it doesn't matter who you vote for. Yeah, it matters.
Mm.
Donald Trump is.
That is scary. Ugh. And then I'm just like kind of looking at the comments. Like, one person says, my grandfather was a Tuskegee Airman. Oh man, just like, I couldn't even imagine what you would be feeling to know that the history of what your grandfather did, thank you for your service, is being banned from being taught. That's asinine. Another person says, Black American men whose ancestors were brought here and enslaved have fought in every war America has had. Yes, indeed. And that's just to think that Black people were putting themselves on the line for their country, and then now in the future they're being told that their history is not going to be taught. That's just, it says, because Trump has no ability to understand he is not the center of history, I am a retired Black officer aviator, so I do not exist. Or they're saying, is it because Trump has no ability to understand he is not the center of history? I am a retired Black officer aviator, so do I exist? I can't even answer that question. That's crazy. Another person says, this is getting outrageous. Another person says, how is this legal? I'm not even sure. And then someone says, my uncle was a Tuskegee Airman. I'm an uncle. That's wild, but this is the world we are living in. A lot of stuff that we're just finding out, I guess you can say. Let's play this one. I don't know if I can play the music, so I'm just going to play the video because we don't want to get any strikes from YouTube for playing. I think it's like playing Michael Jackson's music. So I'm just going to play the video so you guys can kind of see. It's basically talking about what the rest of the world is doing as Donald Trump has come into office. And once again, you guys, please know I'm a free thinker. I just know what's right and what's wrong, and what's a lot of what's happening feels like it's wrong. To ban history from being taught just feels wrong. So I'm just speaking from that perspective. But let's watch this video. It says the rest of the world has been protesting for Americans. Did you know that? And I honestly, and it says I feel like you didn't. It feels like censorship. I honestly feel like I didn't know that, because there was a point. Okay, and this is like my point about bringing this video up. When TikTok was banned for like that day that it went away, when it came back, my algorithm was completely different. Like, I had to go search for anything that was related to what's happening in America, Donald Trump executive orders, anything like that. Like, I had to go search for it before it was giving me like all this foo-foo stuff, like cooking videos and like funny videos, but like nothing with like depth in it. And so like seeing this when I started to get my algorithm back was just interesting because I had no idea. I had no idea the rest of the world was leading protest for America and Americans, and kind of just trying to look out for us, I guess, as they see what's happening is not ideal in some cases. But everyone is kind of experiencing it, I guess. Um, let's go to this one because this one was interesting. I don't know exactly what it means for all of these people, but it's the CIA is being shut down. Let's watch it.
The CIA has reportedly just offered a buyout to its entire workforce. Everyone in the agency is telling employees, like today, they can quit their jobs and receive about 8 months of pay and benefits. It's a part of Trump's push to downsize the federal government. According to the CIA.
But are they going to receive that? That's the big question. Is are these people actually going to receive? And I think that's what a lot of those employees or employees of the CIA are afraid of, is that they're not going to receive their severance package if they do decide. I mean, it's being shut down, so I don't think they really have a choice, but so scary. Like, ah, and how are they paying these people out? That's my big question. Let's watch another one. This one, I didn't watch this one, but I saved it because I thought it would be interesting. It's someone that has been, I guess, caught by ICE and he's being deported. But let's just watch it. This, yeah, like I said, I haven't seen it yet, so you guys are gonna watch it real time with me.
Those threats is this illegal alien.
Let's go back.
I'm not going back to Haiti. One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years. Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro. ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction. And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally.
Now I'm all for deporting people that are like doing bad or like killing people or like hurting people in any way, or like bringing drugs into the country. But like, as you heard in that last guy that got arrested, or he's getting deported, like he just happened to be in the same place as the drug dealer, and because he wasn't from this country, he's being taken back. And I feel that's just because like essentially, like, if how did America start? Like, weren't we all some form of like immigrants at some point? Or am I thinking about this in too generalized of a way? It just feels really disheartening because I have friends that have come here and tried to find a better life. Like, their parents came here, tried to find a better life, they brought their kids, and that's a whole thing with America, is you're trying to like live the American dream. And I think that's like sold all around the world. And so when people come here, they're not, in most cases, like I said, when it comes to like the drug dealers and stuff like that, like, okay, that's understandable. But like people that are just trying to live their lives and make better for their family, like, I just don't understand it. Like, I can't even fathom it. And like, just like, even the first thought that came to my mind, like, someone says Melania Trump is next, I assume. Like, she's legal now, but there was a good portion of time when she was in America and she wasn't. I don't know the true logistics of it, but all that to say, like, it just, like, we all start somewhere at some point, and I just feel like it's really harsh to be coming down on everyone with the same intent to take everyone out and deport them, and bring them back to their countries, because not everyone is here for the same reasons, and not everyone is doing the same thing. So it just feels a little, I don't know. That's just me. And then I just thought this was interesting. This is one of the things that bugs me, I guess, is that when I see this, it's it's just like, what's happening? So I'm gonna just show the picture. Let me turn off the music, but like, Latinos for Trump, and he's being arrested by ICE. I don't know. Some people are saying this pic is fake. And let's see the comments. Yeah, only one person said, if you do your research, this photo was taken in 2018 when ICE was making arrests in Ohio. There's articles written about it throughout that year. And the exact photo was used in an article in 2019, 19th of June on The Guardian. So it may not be true that he was wearing a Latinos for Trump shirt. It looks real. That's the thing with the internet, is like, you don't know what's real and what's not. And as even I'm telling these stories, like you would think this would be real, and like the Tuskegee Airmen video I just showed you guys, that one would be fake. But like, that one's real, and apparently this one's fake. So it's just, the internet is wild now. Like, I don't even know what's going on and how we even got here. But I have one more video on America, Trump, the whole entire situation, that I just wanted to bring everyone's attention to, because I thought it was super interesting. This guy's actually a farmer who voted for Trump, and now he's explaining his situation. And I think you guys could hear it, or you guys should hear it just to understand it better, because what is the saying? I don't want to say the F word, but F around and find out is the saying that a lot of people are giving to the Trump supporters that are trying to now backtrack. So let's hear what he has to say. This one's a little longer.
Government. I got in.
Let me start again.
They're called the EQUIP program. And what the EQUIP program is it's what the EQUIP program. Wow.
Oh. Let's go back. Hold on. I lost it.
I might lose my farm because of the government. I got in. What? How? Program out there called the EQUIP program. And what the EQUIP program is it's cost sharing on stuff like fencing, different seedings, water lines, waters, wells, and stuff like that to better conserve farmland for agriculture use. So I thought it was a great program. It sounds like a great program. Tell me more. EQUIP program, which is cost sharing on fences, waters, a well, and some seedings, was funded by the Inflation Reduction Act. Oh, the Inflation Reduction Act put in place by the Biden administration? Amazing program, right? One that you wanted to take part in. Okay. Because of the executive orders, there's a pause or a freeze on the funding through the Inflation Reduction Act, and they're not able to pay out on the stuff that we completed or anything going forward. Executive order? Funding freeze? Oh, the one Trump signed in. Oh, okay. I'm listening. But the issue I have is I've already done a bunch of the work, already paid for the material, already paid for the labor, so I'm out all that cost, and I use my farm operating expenses in order to do those projects, because per contract, I knew that I was going to get cost sharing refunds on the stuff once completed, but now that it's completed, they're saying that they're unable to provide the funds because of the freeze on the Inflation Reduction Act funds. So I reached out to a couple different senators and Congress people. So I reached out to Ann Wagner's office. I have not heard back from them. I reached out to Josh Hawley's office. I have heard back from him, not from him personally, but from his office. And they are looking into it because they said that this should not be happening. The intention was not to take away the funding from the farmers, but doing the Inflation Reduction Act, cutting those costs, then it's also taken away from the programs that those programs helped out. Okay. Real quick, though, who did you vote for? By saying I did vote for Donald Trump. And just because I voted for Donald Trump doesn't mean I believe in everything that he stands for. Okay, so let me get this straight. You participated in a program that was created by the previous administration. a program that you need to keep your farm alive and well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went and voted for a man who was very clear that he was going to cut these programs. But you didn't know, you weren't aware that you fell under these programs that were going to be cut. So when you say that I don't agree with everything he does, you don't agree with the things that affect you. Because deportation, getting rid of the rights of trans people, getting rid of same-sex marriage, getting rid of the Department of Education, getting rid of and fucking up quite literally anything that had nothing to do with you was okay. But now that it's touched you, you want to do what? Hands forward. And I don't understand how you guys are. Everybody's at each other's throats in America. It's me versus you instead of us versus them. And that's where we need to get together as Americans and actually get on the same page and actually stand together and unite and fix some of these issues. There's a lot. See, the thing is, people have tried. We have tried to, we're quite literally blue in the face. But y'all hatred runs so deep, so deep. The idea of having a woman and a black woman at that, sitting at the head of the table was such a non-starter for y'all that now those who can't hear must feel it. That is all.
See, and that's my thing, is that when you pick a side, especially when it comes to politics, someone's going to get left in the middle. And sometimes it's even the people that are picking that side. And in his case, he thought he was okay. He thought, Trump is, getting rid of all the things that I don't really care for: Department of Education, transsexuals, same-sex marriage. If it doesn't have anything to do with me, it's all gravy. But the moment he realized that it was going to affect him personally, then it became an us versus them. And that's my problem with politics and picking these sides, is because people don't realize that when you're picking a side so drastically, and this is why, like, I even said it to, people that were telling me, like, who are you going to vote for, Kamala or Donald? And then they would say, like, well, I'm voting for Donald or whatever. And I'd be like, okay, that's great. Like, cool for you. Like, I don't care, like, and I'm not here to talk about who voted for who, but when you choose a side and then they start making decisions and it affects you, like, that's something you kind of have to sit with and, like, ask yourself, what led me to do this? What led me to believe that these people actually had my best interest? And I think that's a question we can start asking ourselves in every situation, like in the relationships you're in the friendships you're in the policies or presidential candidates that you choose. Like, let's start asking ourselves some deeper questions, after the fact, versus trying to get everyone to jump on our bandwagon because now we're affected, if that makes any sense. It's just really, it's disheartening in a way, because there's so much more that's not being seen. And this is just surface stuff, guys. Like, I'm just grazing the surface. There's so much more happening around us and internally in our own world, that this is just minute. This is just one section of it. What about all of the trans people that believe in who they are and what they've done and where they've come? How do you think they're feeling, knowing that almost all of their rights are being taken away? Or what about the gay people like myself, who want to be married but now may have to face not being able to get married? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me how people are not just really like instead of just looking in your, like, point of view, in that narrow point of view, like, just broaden it a little bit, and you might be able to see the bigger picture, because there's something way bigger going on, and there's a reason why he's affected in all of this. But that's another story for another day. And, like, you can see my comment at the very top. trying to boost my algorithm. 0 likes, but I just said these videos just keep getting more interesting by the day. And I just meant like, all of these people coming out about, what's happening with Trump and how they're feeling about it. Like it's just getting more interesting by the day because I don't think people really know what they voted for. Someone says, surprise, 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 surprise. I don't know if anyone's seen the TikTok video with the guy. He like lifts his leg up when he has like different captions, but they all have to do with politics and what's going on. But it's funny. And the creator said, I'm gonna need help with my leg. And then someone said thoughts and folding chairs. Like too funny. And then someone said we're entering the find out stage. Like I said, F around and find out. This is where we're at. So that's kind of like the last video that I wanted to do about America and what's going on in America. I have 2 videos that I wanted to do just to kind of end on a light note because I love this woman's energy and just her lack of like give a f. And I say that because she's so bold. So if you haven't heard, this lady is from the States. I hear a lot of people saying that she's from New York. I don't know if she is specifically, but just the way she talks, you guys can see it for yourself and tell. But she's from the States and she met a Pakistani boy at that online. I'm not sure she catfished him, he catfished her, but they exchanged, words, and it led to her coming out to Pakistan in order to marry him. When she got there to the airport, I guess him and his family literally left her after obviously seeing that she's a like almost 40, an older woman, and I think he was like 18. And so instead of going home, she started wandering around Pakistan. And just the level of generosity that these people have had for this lady has been immense. And you'll see what I mean because of the way she talks. But it's been immense. And she has just been acting a straight fool. But parts of it are just really, really funny. So I'm going to play just a few snippets of her and her interactions with these people because I could never do this, but just the way they're reacting to her makes me want to go to Pakistan now because they're just so hospitable. But let's see what she has to say in this first video. I thought this was really funny.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me? I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID. I'm getting it. Do y'all agree?
Do y'all agree?
Mind your business.
Talk.
I'm getting one. Do you have one? Oh, you do? Okay, good. Listen.
I know she is stressing these people out. When she put the microphone in the guy's face and said, talk, I can't. I just love her accent too.
I don't live here. I'm chilling. It's none of your business. Now go home. Here. Take it. What are you doing here? Take it. If you haven't find it, what's your back that up? Please.
She is hilarious talking about take it. What world do we live in? Like I can't. She just makes me crack up so much. I had to play her video. Oh my goodness. If it's talking about comments, but oh my gosh, she's just so funny. But this is the worst to me because this guy is like a big figure in Pakistan, and just the way she's talking to him is so rude. But you can't help but laugh. Like it's just a whole nother world for her. She's in a whole nother world. But watch this video too.
But he talk too much. That's it. Yes, that's it. Yes, I'm saying. ये भी देखे यही मेरी बात की तारीफ करनी है. You talk too much. Okay. We don't know what you're saying. अच्छा आप ये सारी चीजें हम जो आप अभी देख रहे हैं.
We don't know what you saying. Like, girl, he's speaking his native language. Like but that's the end of this. Let me come back on the screen, y'all. Like, I can't. This lady is too much. But this is what I just think it's so funny when we're living in times like right now, and you're seeing what's happening in America and just how hostile it's become versus what we're seeing what's happening in like Pakistan with this lady, and they're being so hospitable to her, and she's just on another one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are all the videos I wanted to share for today. I hope you guys liked this content. This was something different for me. If you guys have any comments, please leave them below. Please also, if you've gotten this far, if you're watching the video at all, please like and subscribe. It really helps out with the video. And just like that one lady said, YouTube monetization is where it starts. So if you guys can help me get this channel booming, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, we live in crazy times, a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. But what can we do to stay on track? What can we do to help ourselves in times like now? You know what I mean? Like, what can we do to stay focused on whatever it is that we need to do? And just really ask yourself, like I said, deep questions. If you're being affected by what's going on with the Trump administration, ask yourself, what is it that you can do to make sure that you're, I guess, still living your best life? Because I know a lot of people are struggling. I know a lot of people are feeling it. And so I just wanted to kind of get on here and talk about it a little bit, give my insight, but also just kind of, give you something to laugh about. So hopefully, you guys can laugh a little bit about what's going on. I just dropped my phone on the floor, whatever. But hopefully you guys laughed a little bit. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Hopefully next time I do a video like this, you will laugh. And yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, but also please leave me a comment if you guys have any thoughts. But until next time, I'll see you guys. Shine, bring like a deep space star. Stay true to yourself, don't